Hello, Maggie. You're already here. Let's see. Just get ramped up like we usually do here. Jesse,
Heyo,
what's going on?
it's Monday.
It is Monday. It's Monday. I'm feeling it. All right. I'm not sure what Melanie's doing. I haven't heard from her, so we'll just get rolling.
Rolling.
Oh,
Yeah.
Welcome to the Grawlix Lunchbox Live. It's Monday. I'm Randy, and I'm here joined by Jesse.
That's me.
That's him. And we're going to talk about mainly some movie news. It's Monday, which means I have the box office report. Everybody's clamoring for that box office report.
I'm sure it's changed a lot since last week.
Wait, yeah, nope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not a whole lot. And then a couple news items, and we'll just do what we do.
How we do.
Yep. I'll go ahead and start with the box office report. Yeah, it's nothing too shocking. Not a lot of changes. Spider-Man Far From Home, which came out last weekend, or the weekend before this previous weekend, that's in the number one spot. Toy Story 4, which came out like 4 weekends ago, that's in the number 2 spot. So the openers this weekend didn't crack number 1 or 2. The primary of which we talked about on Friday's show, were Crawl and Stuber. But those did come at 3 at number 3 and 4 spots. Crawl taking the number 3 spot. Yeah, and then just a bunch of hangers-ons.
Aladdin got knocked off, huh?
No, Aladdin's still in there. So yesterday came in at number 5, Aladdin, number 6. Annabelle Comes Home somehow is still up there at number 7. Midsummer is at number 8. Maggie says, I'm surprised Crawl is doing well. Yeah, me too. Well, for one, it's a horror movie, but also, or maybe thriller, I don't know. But also, it looked like essentially a crocodile attack movie. I don't know. It's weird. That's weird that it's doing well. And then number 9 spot, The Secret Life of Pets 2, and number 10, Men in Black International. So that's the top 10 from this weekend. Just a silly monster movie. I guess good for summer. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad point. And I think it's been getting better reviews than like Stuber. So
I can't imagine.
With a title like Stuber, it's a sure win.
Is Stu the Uber driver? Stuber?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Genius. But, I mean...
Oh, how the Batista have fallen.
It's because he's not green. Or, yeah, that's what color he is.
Funny.
All right, well, I haven't seen Stuber, so maybe it's great.
It must be great. It's number 4.
It's true. It's true.
When staring down the choice of a brand new movie or watching one of these others that's been out for weeks, many people chose to go see Stuber.
Maggie says, I'm sorry, Batista. You're just no good if you're not an alien.
You're just not.
He looks a little alien-like, and that's kind of maybe that's the problem. Unless he hears this, in which case, handsome man.
He is so good.
Don't find me.
Don't at me, bro.
Don't at me. What is going on? Someone is vacuuming somewhere. Podcasting.
In your house or in mine?
No, in mine.
Oh, okay.
Well, not
it's like, I hope I don't have secret vacuums.
In my apartment building somewhere.
Although art is created in a vacuum. No, it's not. Not created in a vacuum. Stay away from my house. Vacuums.
It can be. It's just maybe not good.
Oh. Okay. Well, I suppose they can come to my house if I don't have to do the vacuuming.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah,
Maggie.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Maggie says we were worried our dogs would bark when we went live last night. I'm relieved they didn't.
Oh, they will. Oh, they will sometime.
Yes, they
But
will.
I mean, you just got to get over it. It's okay. Dogs are awesome.
So there's really not a whole lot of people in here today. Where's everybody at? It's like it's Monday in the middle of the afternoon or something.
They all had to go back to work and they haven't woke up.
Matt D is in here. I didn't even see when you joined in. Oh, now I'm seeing a past comment. Weird. Okay. So anyway, I don't know. Maybe she wants us to call her Mal, but that confuses me. So I'm going to say Maggie.
They didn't even stick to their code names during the cast.
Yeah. Wait. Well, I'm now DJ
Johnny Rock. Wait, what?
I'm just going to steal another podcast.
Yeah.
Fake name. DJ Johnny Rock, and I'm here with Jesse Quito.
I'm his best friend, Neil.
We're going to totally steal their show.
No, that would be nice. That wouldn't be nice.
Anyway,
there's no way we could do those characters justice anyways. Like those two
no,
yeah.
I couldn't. I don't know how they do it.
I don't either. I'm like they are totally their own thing, and it's awesome. You guys should check out Neil and Johnny drinking in the park.
But what we were going to talk about is Maggie did her first Cellmates live. By the way, Maggie. Okay, I should actually say what I'm going to say and then
yeah.
Her first live cast last night. Her and her husband, Sean Quito. That sounds weird to say. Oh, just Sean. Okay. They did their first live podcast episode last night, Cellmates, and it was really good. And I think they're lying to us about it being their first.
I would say they sound really polished. Maybe they had rehearsals.
I think they sounded more polished than we do, and we've been doing it for like 6 years.
I had just recently recorded an episode, and I hadn't realized how much I do. And last night I was like listening to them. I'm like, God, would they just once in a while make me feel better about myself?
Oh, I'm an editor. Sean did. I heard it.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, it was great.
They were really pretty good. Like they didn't have a whole lot of dead space, especially coming out hot, man. Like at the beginning, I was just like, man, these guys sound really polished.
No, I think they're pulling one over on us. Unfortunately, it sounds like there was an issue. What are you saying about I have never heard Jesse say
Never. Clearly you didn't edit that Green Hornet episode then, Matt D, because I'm sure I did.
God, we're all just podcasters here today. So but yeah, no, Maggie, it was great. You and Sean both did great, and you both have fantastic voices. You got a voice for radio, but fantastic like presence and delivery, and yeah, solid, really good.
And you even were able to just roll with the punches while there were a bunch of weirdo podcasters in your chat, like flame warring Iron Man.
I'm so glad you reminded me, Maggie. I'm sorry for Maggie's calling in. Okay, Maggie, I'm sorry for starting I was trying to troll Jasper, and apparently, I think I rubbed a certain Marvel fan the wrong way because I ended up just like trolling some other dude. Jasper disappeared. I'm like,
Yeah,
Oh.
Jasper did his job. He was there to troll the chat, and he was like, "Bounce! I'm out. Did my job."
No, it's all good. No, I just wanted to call in and say really quick that I'm so glad that you guys were able to listen. I hope it sounded good. That was our main aim. And yeah, we've honestly never done this before, so we were a little worried how it was going to go. But I loved reading the comments. I thought they were hilarious. And yeah, no, really enjoyed it and really glad you guys came. But hopefully that, there were things that I know that my brother actually called me right afterwards because he had listened in too. And he said, I'm going to be completely honest. I was only going to stay for a couple of minutes for the initial support and then leave. But apparently we ended up giving information that even he didn't know about the movie. So he found it interesting and ended up staying through the whole thing, which was nice. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Awesome.
But
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it was fantastic. It's a shame that you ran into issue with Castbox not saving the recording.
Oh,
I don't know what happened. I don't know it because I had pushed the record, and then when we ended, it said, "Oh, here it is," and then it said tap to upload and tap to upload into replay or something like that. I tried both several times. Whatever reason, it would not load. I have no idea. And then I went to do it again, and the entire thing had disappeared. So I don't know what happened with it. I did not delete it. I don't know. So hopefully we'll get those bugs worked out by this Sunday, because we're going to have, even though we are only going to do a couple of live casts a month to start out with, because it's my birthday next weekend or this coming weekend, we decided to do like a kind of a silly cast. So our next episode won't be as it'll be much more informal and much more interactive and stuff. So
silly cast, I'm there for it.
Silly cast. My number one thing are dogs, so we're gonna do my top favorite animated dogs.
Oh, nice. That sounds fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. And like I said, hopefully you thought it was interesting, and those that listened were interesting. But just a big thank you guys for your support, and I was really happy to give you that shout out at the end. Seriously deserved. So thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. And yeah, you guys did great. It was fantastic.
I second that. It was incredible. I was yeah. It was like, man, I wish my first pod. I mean, like you guys were joking about how you'll look back and think that was like so bad and how much you've improved. Like, dang, I wish my first podcast sounded that good.
Well, I will take that as the best compliment. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet.
The other thing I was going to say, and I don't know why I waited till she got off the line here, but there is another Cellmates podcast out there. So,
oh yeah.
I'm not sure how they want to handle that, but
well,
here we go.
two words.
Hello.
Okay, so I heard you say that, and it's something we've thought about addressing, and I'll just address it here. So I actually did a lot of heavy research to make sure there was not another Cellmates podcast around. Like I looked and typed it in and everything, and it never came up. Well, literally through I think Wednesday, so like a few days before we're about to go live, one of my good friends brought it to our attention that there was another Cellmates podcast. I looked it up. They're very, very new, just like we are. They only have a few episodes. They've only been doing a few episodes from like November of last year. So they're relatively new too. So we've decided to change everything to just Cellmates live cast until we can get that sorted out, because we don't want to step on anybody's toes. So it's live cast right now instead of podcast, but we'll get that figured out eventually. But yeah, we found that out too. And I was like, are you kidding? I tried to make sure that didn't happen.
That's how it goes. No, yeah. And I did notice it seemed like a conscious decision to mention Cellmate's live cast, and I was like, I bet she
Yep.
is aware, and that's why.
That's the exact reason. That's the exact reason. So eventually we'll probably change the name, but as of right now, it's just live cast as opposed to podcast. I mean, from what I can tell, again, they only have a few episodes. They're very new as well. And I don't think that Castbox is their primary platform. So I doubt they will ever know we exist, but I don't, again, we're not stepping on anybody's toes here. They got it first, so we'll figure that out.
Right. I like Matt D in the chat is like, just rename it to The Real Cellmates, like Ghostbusters versus The Real Ghostbusters.
I thought about that too. That's funny.
We might have to do something like that. So thanks again, guys.
Yeah, you bet.
All right. Melanie says she's got a bunch of stuff to do. So she can't be on for long if we want her to join for a minute or so. Melanie, hey, if you're listening, it's up to you. If you got a bunch of stuff to do, don't worry about it. Me and Jesse can side tangent for an hour.
I was just saying, we have no problem filling time, but
yeah.
you might keep us on track.
But no, yeah, if you got a bunch of stuff to do, don't worry about it.
Right.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else. Did you do anything exciting this weekend, Jesse?
Oh, I did a murder mystery party, which doesn't that sound exactly like a thing that I would do? Actually, people who probably don't know me probably think that's exactly what I do, like dramatic things every weekend. But like generally speaking, I prefer my role playing to be me behind the DM screen and everyone else talks to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like that's how I role play. But this is like you've got a character and you have to go mingle with other people at the party and ask them questions and stuff. And my character was like this honeymooner guy, like I just got married, but now I already suspect my wife is cheating on me, kind of thing. And was like, this is completely off model. This is. And so I was like, what's my motivation? So I started out just playing this really salty guy, like I was drinking too much. I'm like, wow, my wife is a terrible person. This guy's awful. I bet this guy's the killer or whatever. And then it turned out really quickly that no, my wife was not cheating on me, and I'm a terrible person. And I was like, man, I don't like this game.
That sounds all right.
I mean, I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I prefer a more layered experience with a little bit more room to I don't know, ad lib or whatever. And these are very linear, and they have to be, because that's how you get a murder mystery thing that you can just buy online, I guess.
I was gonna say, you need more lore,
right? Yeah, and I need at least one dwarf so that I can be that dwarf.
It's not a dwarf. It's not even really a story, is it?
Who did it? Matt D wants to know who did it. It was all beach themed. It was all like this Margarita Land island resort thing, and it was the lifeguard.
But
it was a shady beach.
But that's counter to his job.
I know, right? Yeah. But that was the whole thing, is that he was like getting drunk on the job, at least his character was, and he was trying to cover it up. Like in hindsight, it was super obvious, like the certain chemical that they found on him as evidence of what killed him was like a pool chemical. It was like, duh, I should have known.
Yes, Connie, how ironic.
Yes.
So what did I do? I made Melanie watch Spider-Man Homecoming, because I figure eventually we're probably going to end up watching Far From Home and talking about it on the show. So I made her watch the first one. Clockwork Orange style. Pulled out the little eyelid clamps.
That's the best way to watch Homecoming, right?
Yep, did the eyedroppers. And Melanie's so funny because we watched the movie and she's enjoying it. Like she seems to be having like she laughed a lot. She seemed to have a lot of, a good time with it. And then afterwards I'm like, so what do you think? She's like, I don't know, is that right? I'm like, what? Yeah, it had funny moments, she says in the chat. But I get it. Spider-Man's not her thing. But I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it more on I don't know if she realizes, I had seen this one other time. I watched it maybe last year sometime. There's a lawnmower right outside my window. That's fun.
I don't hear it, so.
Okay, well, you're about to because it's coming around to the front window now.
Yes.
Wait for it. Where's that? Oh, you guys are listen to my landlady mow the lawn.
The mow the merrier.
Oh. I missed context for stuff.
In the first time you watched it, or?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to catch up in the comments. Okay, anyway. Oh, Melanie says she didn't know that I hadn't seen it. And then she says, you know better to tell me you've seen it because then you'll have to pretend you don't know what happens. She's right. No, I had watched this before. I enjoyed this quite a bit more on a rewatch. I don't know. It's fun. It's a fun movie. I like this Spider-Man. And I think this movie it totally sidesteps. I don't know. It just does things so well. Like we have a new villain in the Vulture or whatever, and we get none of the unnecessary origin. Like we get a little setup of like, he's a construction guy 8 years later, that's it. That's all we need.
Yeah.
We understand his motivation. He's not the most like layered character, but it doesn't dwell on it. Likewise, I love that they haven't ever done an origin for the Spider-Man because it's Spider-Man. Yeah. Everyone knows. I'm glad they don't, they just kind of glossed over it. We don't need that. But Michael Keaton is great. And I liked like when basically Peter Parker and Michael Keaton's character figure each other out. That whole scene is pretty solid. Like there's good tension there. I don't know. There's just some things that exceeded my expectations the first time I watched it, and still lives up to a rewatch. So,
and thank goodness they didn't try to shoehorn in some of his wackier storylines, because in the comic he's this old man that sucks the life force out of people so that he can become younger. At least at some point, and it's so bizarre. And this was so much better. His motivation, the fact that he's a family man, the whole thing. That whole reveal where the girl that spoilers. That whole reveal where you find out the girl that Peter's interested in is related to the Vulture. Oh my God!
No, that was Maggie changed her username. Sorry, Maggie. Maggie says he was a believable villain and you kind of root for him. Yeah, and that twist that you were mentioning, Jesse, that definitely took Melanie by surprise. She didn't see it coming, and Melanie's usually pretty good about seeing pseudo twists coming in a lot of modern movies. But and I like that they tied the Vulture theme into his job. Like he's a scavenger. They scavenge literally parts and stuff. But I don't know. It's just mini Spider-Man Homecoming review here. But yeah,
it almost kind of I was at that point where I really wanted to see a Daredevil or a mention of Fisk, because that's kind of what was happening at the very beginning of the Daredevil season 1, where they were basically ever since New York happened, Wilson is just buying up property and gentrifying. Mm-hmm. And then you've got the other end of the angle where you've got these scavenger crews who have contracts to go ahead and do work, and then the government comes in and says, nope.
Matt D says, what's Gung?
Gung Ho.
Oh, Gung Ho. Okay. Matt D says, watch these 3 movies: Gung Ho, then Mr. Mom, then Homecoming, and think that Keaton's character is the same guy.
Oh, that's his conspiracy theory?
I think so. I think that's Matt's cinematic universe.
Oh, make it so.
The decline that Mr. Mom becomes Vulture, and then Birdman.
Oh, hey, there you go. Yep. We get to see the retirement, the 3rd act there in the Birdman.
He gets out of prison and decides to. It doesn't really work because in Birdman he's an actor that played a superhero, but whatever.
or maybe this is the story of Michael Keaton. It just gets real meta in that final movie there.
It's just the story of Michael Keaton. It's a real life story. You didn't know about his time as a supervillain.
Speaking of mysteries, there's a mystery unfolding in the chat where Melanie is trying to decipher the meaning of Mal for Maggie's stage name there. If it's from Firefly, which Firefly was a television show that was on Fox that got canceled at one point. Maggie, if you don't know.
After a season, it was pretty great, and they made
the
movie Serenity to kind of wrap it up. I'd be surprised if Maggie doesn't know Firefly. She seems like the kind of person that would. Someone gave me the series. You never.
Oh, it's worth
one
watching.
Season. It's short.
Yep.
Start it tonight or whenever.
It's one of those though that you'll watch it and then you'll go, "Oh, why did they cancel this?"
Yeah. And the movie's good, but like, it's the kind of thing where it's like, no, I'm glad they came back for the movie to kind of try to wrap it up, quote unquote, but.
I don't know. It was a TV series and it needed to be continued as a TV series. Oh, you have a pinball machine attacking you. Are you okay?
No, I have a phone ringing.
Oh.
I have too much horrible stuff going on in my life.
Yes.
Yeah. No, to be honest, I have too much just nightmare life going on right now. Hold on. Hey, you have news. You should hit that first news item that you added.
Okay, let me look at this. I remember putting this in the news. Hey, we're gonna react to the news, guys and gals. The Mask. Do you remember that show with Jim Carrey? Hey, they're gonna bring it back in a new comic series, which is something that I was kind of excited. That's why I put it in the news. Is I was excited about it because I liked the comic, and the movie, as much as I liked the movie, had almost unrecognizable to the comic. Like when you compare the Stanley Ipkiss character in the movie to the Stanley Ipkiss character in the comic book, because that guy was he was a jerk from page 1 and very violent. So they're going to bring back The Mask, and it's called The Mask: I Pledge Allegiance to the Mask, and will take place decades after the last story. And nowadays, people who live in Edge City have either forgotten about The Mask completely or know only of it through myths and rumors. So The Mask is an urban legend. Now it seems someone is looking to bring that notoriety back in a big way, and you can check out the official description to the series below. I'm not going to read all that, guys, but this article came from comicbook.com, and I don't know when this is supposed to be slated for release, but it's San Diego Comic-Con. Stuff has been happening, and so I'm assuming a lot of these announcements are coming or have hit, and I just haven't heard them yet. It looks like this will hit comic stores on October 16th, according to this article. So yeah, is anybody excited about this comic series from the 90s making a return? Do you think that would have potential to maybe bring back another movie? I don't know, or maybe we should never touch the Mask in movie form again. I know there have been some pretty cool like fan made movie trailers for a supposed sequel, but I don't think that there's actually anything coming from those. Matt gives 4 thumbs up to the idea. Yeah, it was totally different. Never saw the movies just because they didn't seem interesting to me, but I heard the comic was darker and better. I don't know if it was better. Like, they did get better. I think the success definitely caused them to maybe try harder. It's kind of like the original The Mask comic book is kind of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, in that I think they just kind of did it and they didn't know if it was going to be super successful. Or is it, see, I just did an and now I'm hyper aware of it. And I did it again. So I can't look at how I've devolved into just stuttering ums. Yeah. Anyways, the comic was very violent. It was very independent. It had that very indie vibe to it. And I liked it, but do I think it was really well made? I don't know. I think they got better as they went along. And I think that's what would be great about maybe continuing it. I would love to see it get a good resurgence. I don't know. All right. A Netflix super dark TV show would be awesome. That I think that would maybe be a better way to go, honestly, because the long form approach to that story would be fun, because in the original, I mean, I'll give you some slight spoilers for the comic series, assuming people aren't just going to go back and read the original take on it. The investigator from the first movie, he's basically following the Stanley Ipkiss character pretty closely. Stanley at one point even dies. And then the investigator gets a hold of the mask, but the mask is elusive. So it's constantly getting, jumped from one person to the next person to the next person. And that's the fun of the mask, is to see how each individual that puts it on, the mask kind of twists and suits them a little bit, but it's also so bonkers that it just goes in crazy ways. Like, I think it was The Mask Strikes Back. There was this group of basically like college roommates, and each person that put it on had a different take on it. The stoner was the most like he was the most unfazed by it. Like, it really didn't affect him too much, but he didn't like it. And then the rock guy, he put it on and he was super punk rock and whatnot. And he thought it would just really amp up his stage show. And then once he got to do his stage show, he just basically did like a lounge singer / Elvis type of thing. What's next in the news? Sorry, I rambled quite a bit about that piece because that's the one that I know the most about, or have the most opinions about. Yeah, a lot of these things are going to be things that Randy would probably have better information about, or that he would have more to say about. So I read today, so another piece of news that I guess I did read today was that they are talking about doing a sequel for The Last Starfighter, which was a movie that I really enjoyed from the 80s. And funny story about that is I didn't realize it was a movie. I had gotten the novelization when I think I got it from a garage sale or something, and I just read it and I loved it. And I thought, oh man, this is great. And then years later, I was digging through my books, trying to figure out what to keep and what to get rid of. And on the book it said based on the motion picture, and I was like, wait a minute, there's a movie. So like years later, after I had read the story that was based on the movie, I went and actually saw the movie. So it's pretty. It's got some special effects that people are pretty hot on, and based on the time, like we had Star Wars. Star Wars had a lot of really great models and things. Like this, what they did was pretty revolutionary, and then everybody kind of tried to copy it and one up it. And so this is like the first movie that had a lot of CGI for that time, and so it'd be interesting to see how this would go over with a modern audience with new effects and things. Any thoughts on The Last Starfighter? Is this a good idea? Should they bring this thing back? I think my chat window is frozen. Oh no, there we go. I remember constantly going to the arcade after I saw the movie, hoping it was real, says Matt D. Yeah, me too. There were a couple of movies that had video games in it that kind of made me feel the same way. Maggie says, I think so. I love the original film. It would be interesting to see what they could do with modern effects. So what would we want to see out of a sequel? I don't know if I want to see the original. I think what a lot of people want to do is they want to see Alex return and figure out what he's been up to all this time. But it's been like 35 years. So is that what we want? Do we want them to come back 35 years later? I mean, I guess it's worked with Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is basically the story of seeing this rivalry renewed after basically 30 years. But would it work as well with The Last Starfighter? Matt Dees says Alex's kids play an online version. That's the interesting thing is that there's Ernest Cline put out a book called Armada. And one of my friends, he's just not fond of Ernest Cline's works because it's so derivative, and I get what he's saying. But it's funny because I think that Armada is basically a similar take, and that is that basically like an MMO shooter game, like a space game, would basically be a training simulation just in case. And so all of the controls for these starfighter, type of things, they're all legitimate. So that way these gamers that have been unwittingly trained could 1-to-1, they could go right into, basically like a glorified gamer chair and be actually piloting like a starfighter type of thing. And I think that's the way you almost have to go with it, is that, I guess Alex and the Kodan Armada, that they are still doing this, like they've taken Centauri's idea and maybe expanded it, because that's how Alex was recruited. Looking at the chat, I don't think that the story should focus on Alex, but I think that maybe seeing him as a mentor type, that's Maggie. I would agree with that. I think that he would make a good like general character. Like, he was the last starfighter, so obviously he's got to be high up in the military or even retired military. He could be like a figurehead almost for the Armada, but I don't know if I want to see him in active duty, or maybe he finally gets to retire and he goes home. I don't know. But at the same time, he's called back because, I don't know, sleeper cell. I don't know. They could do a lot of fun stuff with that. I think there's a lot of neat options to replace an old arcade game. Matt D says that the sequel is Ender's Game. There you go. So maybe they don't even need this sequel. Let's see. We are sitting at 40 minutes. What can I tell you? I can get into a little bit of the promo stuff. We have a new episode of the Grawlix podcast today. For you guys, however, most of you in the chat, it wouldn't be a new episode for you, because what we did is Randy went ahead and edited up the Into the Spider-Verse review that we did, and so that became our episode for this for the second half of the month. So that means that we're gonna be pushing our poll list review of Deadly Class to next month, which is good, because there was just too much going on this month. As you might have noticed, Randy's dealing with some things on his end that is just keeping him super busy. And he got sick last week, and it's a busy time. Plus we had the Comic-Con in there, and we've been doing these live casts. So we're working really hard to continually give you guys Grawlix content, but something kind of had to give. And that was the poll list episode this month. So, I would still encourage you to go check it out, because it is a episode that we're pretty proud of. It was we feel like it's one of our stronger live casts. And then you get to see the podedit.com treatment of how Randy goes in and cleans some of these things up, because it's notable sometimes. You can, especially if you've heard the original or you were there for the original recording, and then you see just how much better it gets with even just a slight hand in editing. So if you're interested in revisiting that, I think that was a solid episode, and it's one that and we got a lot of good information from Maggie on that episode, which it was so good it was worth hearing again. And then she did hold back some stuff that we hadn't heard for her own episode. So I don't think that anybody missed out by hearing it again. Matt D says, first of all, he says it's a solid episode. Maggie also says all of our episodes are awesome. Thank you. That pod edit guy does some great work. It's pretty incredible. What did we talk about that you didn't know? See, and that's the problem, is that now it's all bleeding together in my brain. The color aberration stuff was really interesting, and I don't think that you had said any of that when we were talking about it on this show. Also, the smear factor, that was pretty cool. That scene when you broke that down and how that was created. Smear, I think, is the word that you used. But yeah, so if you're interested, go check that one out. I did mention the Patreon page last week. I think it was on Friday. If you're interested in that, again, there's like 50 pre-shows that are available there for as little as $1 a month. I think there's some fun stuff in there. So if you're interested in that, or you'd like to support the show in a way beyond being available for these, because we love that you guys listen in on these and are so interactive, and so you give us such good feedback on this live cast show that you are not the people that we need to get dollars from, but because you already support us so much. But we want to let you know that that's available in case you were interested in it. Just liking and sharing these live casts is enough to warm the cockles of our hearts. I just wanted to say cockles because I'm a 12-year-old boy. Also want to give out a Matt, you're just going to give me words that I want to say now. Also want to give a shout out to the Grawlix Cinematic Universe episode that went up the week before, which was continuing the Quentin Tarantino talks, the hashtag Tarantino season of GCU. So Inglorious Bastards and Bastards. That's another thing that's available. Do we have Randy back? Did I hear?
Yes, Randy's back.
Hey, Randy's back. I've been just kind of spitballing. I don't know how much you've heard of that, but I talked about the Mask article that I put in there, and then I also talked a little bit about The Last Starfighter. Did you ever watch that movie?
Oh man, when I was younger. It's been a long time.
Oh, they're talking about doing not a reboot, but a sequel, and so we're just kind of spitballing what we thought a sequel would look like. But it was in the Nerdist. The Nerdist posted some news on it today, and apparently they had posted some information and some concept art for it quite a while ago. But it's still being developed. So we was kind of like, how would they do it? What would they do 30 years later? And then I was like, oh, Cobra Kai. I guess if they can do it, anybody can do it.
That's a good point. Esports competition.
Oh yeah,
I guess.
I mean, I think it's pretty ripe for that.
Yeah. Yes. No. Sorry to.
No, that's okay. So I left the other news because some of it I don't have a lot of personal information on it, and some of it I thought you would definitely want to be in on that conversation.
Okay. Well, yeah. The other news, the one real quick thing was A Quiet Place 2 started filming. Mm-hmm. I don't really have anything beyond that. I still have not seen the first one, but I know Maggie is a big fan of A Quiet Place, and so I thought I'd include that. It is officially began filming.
Sweet.
And then this is weird, but Three from Hell trailer is out, and that is the third in Rob Zombie's trilogy following the Firefly family, I guess. I didn't know that's what they were called. But
oh no, yeah.
So basically
that's the same family that's in the weird shack in the woods. His was it House of 10,000 Corpses or something?
House of 1,000 Corpses, and then The Devil's Rejects. This will be the third one. Okay. You know, The Devil's Rejects, where they were blown away by 1,000,000 bullets at the end.
Right.
They're alive.
Of course they are. You can't kill fireflies.
The trailer has this super cheesy moment where, Matt D mentioned Kingsman. The Kingsman trailer just dropped and looks awesome.
I laugh because Jasper points out your emphasis
of the Kingsman.
Yeah,
because it's not Kingsman, it's the Kingsman.
Yes,
possessive. But the Three from Hell trailer has a super cheesy line where it's like, I don't know, it's like a bunch of like news footage type, it's 70s. It's all Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's a Rob Zombie style.
Sure.
But it's got this cheesy line where it's like news reports and stuff. It's like, they have a 1 in a million chance of surviving or something like that. I'm like, oh God, let me guess. They somehow land on that 1 out of 1,000,000 chances of surviving, despite
they had Doctor Strange's time stone. They know the one way that they can win.
But I don't know, man. Rob Zombie's movies,
hit or miss.
Yeah, and it seems like a lot of misses for a long time. I like his style, but I don't know. The trailer did not look necessarily great. So I didn't have a lot about that one, but this one I figured we'd have a little bit we could talk about was Lashana. I'm pretty sure that's how you'd pronounce that. Lashana Lynch cast as 007. Now this is technically a rumor that's been reported or like inside.
Do you think they're leaking it to see if the internet would just break and then trying to do a cost benefit analysis on this thing?
So possibly. So the whole thing is, yes, this person has been cast as the next 007, and she's black, and she's a she.
Oh no, not both.
Both things the internet loves.
Right.
Well, the internet doesn't really care, but there's certain very vocal sects of the internet that love both things.
Well, this is
Black
hot.
people and women.
This is hot off the tails of them recasting Ariel, and like we mentioned it very briefly. I think as Paul Harder had asked in the chat, and it's like for Ariel, I don't care, and for this, really, I don't care. But I'm also not invested in James Bond the way that some people are.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this, it's got a pretty heavy tradition, and I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with tradition, but at the same time, at a certain point, it's okay to try new things. It's a fictional thing. It's a fictional universe. If it doesn't work, you skip it,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. If you don't like it, whatever, wait it out. But here's the weird thing. Here's what I find odd about this, because it definitely seems like if this goes the way that a quote-unquote movie insider says, according to the dailymail.co.uk, which is where this originated, I believe, the story. Let's see. Matt D says, my thought of this is true. It's supposed to find a way to bring in a new demographic, and if it fails, they'll just reboot it.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's James Bond. They'll just do a new Bond.
Right.
But here's the thing. This seems like a have their cake and eat it too situation, because she's cast as 007. She's not James Bond though.
Oh, right.
So I'll do some quotes here. According to this article, a movie insider said, quote, there is a pivotal scene at the start of the film where M says, come in, 007, and in walks Lashana, who is black, beautiful, and a woman. It's a popcorn-dropping moment. Bond is still Bond, but he's been replaced as 007 by the stunning woman. So, I mean, if assuming this is the last Daniel Craig James Bond movie, it's still going to be a Daniel Craig James Bond. It sounds like he's still the lead.
Oh.
So, I don't know. That's not the same as recasting James Bond as a woman.
No, it isn't. So what is it? Is it like a mentor kind of thing where he's handing it off and training her at the same time?
I guess. Or, well, okay. Now,
so are they trying to do the Kingsman?
It's something about, hold on, they have more story type information, supposedly. The story begins with Bond retired in Jamaica, but Spy Master M, played by Ralph Fiennes, calls him back in desperation to tackle a new global crisis. And that's when, he's introduced to the new 007 that replaced him.
Okay.
Yeah. Bond, of course, is sexually attracted to the new female 007 and tries his usual seduction tricks, but is baffled when they don't work on a brilliant young black woman who basically rolls her eyes at him and has no interest in jumping into his bed. Well, certainly not at the beginning, end quote. Ugh.
Right. Yeah.
Listen, just, I don't know. They need to make, if they're, okay. What was that Bond movie where the villain was gay? And there was the big, it wasn't a kerfluffle or whatever. It wasn't outrage, but there was a thing where Bond tried to kind of have that, sexual tension rapport with Harvey, whatever. The villain. I don't feel like it worked.
Yeah, I don't know.
They just need to make him straight up gay for an episode, for a movie or so.
Right.
And then recast him as this lady. And then
this, see, I don't hate the idea of it, but it does seem like this treatment seems a little clunky. This seems like, what would it be? It would be like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like, they're both spies and they never knew it. Oh, but here they are. They're both together, and and now they're attracted to each other, or they're not. Like it seems a little madcap for a Bond movie. It seems a little off-brand.
Yeah. I don't know. The Bond movies have been off-brand for a while, though, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because.
But wasn't like the Daniel Craig run up until now was kind of like a retelling of the origin, wasn't it? Like it introduced Spectre, and like Matt D is pointing out in here.
Seems a little like Marvel's attempt at a female Thor. I mean, it just depends how it's how it's how well it's written. If it's poorly written, then yes, female Thor. That's my not standard, but I guess standard for bad female character replacing a traditionally male.
Well, and mainly just that one issue where that issue that we could have all lived without.
That's the one I read. That's all female Thor.
Right. Yeah, right.
No, yeah. I guess at this point that like reference is even kind of an inside joke. Like
right.
Yes, not all female Thor story, but.
And it ended well. Like I got the last issue of Jane Foster as Thor, and that whole story arc was, it was pretty good. But yeah, it's in the lulls that they really just, when they didn't know what they were going to do, or they were transitioning between story arcs, and they just needed an issue to hit the stands because it's a monthly. Ooh, there's some cringeworthy moments.
Now I think with Bond, I was going to say, if they just don't hit the hammer on the head over and over again.
Thor joke.
That it was an accidental.
That was the best kind.
If they just don't whatever, on the nose it constantly, it'd be okay. But then again, if there is a franchise where they're going to introduce a female 007 and it's going to be very annoyingly on the nose, James Bond might be the franchise to do it, because Bond's just the whole male-female dynamic, the sexuality has been so on the nose and ridiculous from its inception, that maybe this is the franchise where they can go ahead and just be dumb about it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't mind the casting. I just think it's go all the way, man. It feels like a half step.
It does, yeah. Which I don't know if it's smart the way that they're handling this, because she is 007, but then they have the old 007. I don't know that part. I guess that's the part that also bothers me about it. It's like I can understand it, but maybe they should have done this before,
mm-hmm.
where he comes out of retirement and it's not suddenly a stunning black woman. Maybe we should have seen a storyline where there are retired agents. I don't know.
Matt D says, I wonder here, let's see. Wonders if it's a response to Black Widow trying to absorb some MCU audience money. I mean, maybe. I think the Bond movies have done well enough, but I don't think the last couple have done as well as perhaps they had hoped. So maybe, but
I don't know if going off model is the right approach, though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe you need to bring in new audiences, and that's what they're trying to do. But it seems like a certain demographic of people that really enjoy these Bond movies and are the ones that are going to turn out for them. And I think you're just angering the base on this one.
That's the thing. The people that are going to get upset about this do kind of seem like the franchise's core base.
Right.
But then again, maybe that's the issue. Their core base, and listen,
is getting old. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't feel like the James Bond fan base has really been growing for
Well, you mean those Fortnite kids aren't just gobbling up old James Bond novels?
Exactly. So, it's one of those things where I don't think the built-in James Bond fan bases who they want to snare. They want to snare general audience. They want to snare as many people as they can.
Right.
Which is pretty much true of all franchises and stuff. But yeah, anyway, I thought that was interesting. I think it's, again, it's always one of these things where it's like a lot of people, and maybe this is so obvious that people won't get upset. They're like, you're just trying to troll us now.
Well, I think that's the problem with this is like now I worry that people will just discount it as a stunt casting and not go for that reason. And maybe it'll be a perfectly acceptable story that no one will see.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a fine idea to do it. It's just, it seems like, again, I'm just going to repeat myself. It seems like a half step. So
right.
That's always the problem. Like, it's just, regardless what the intention of some of these types of decisions that outrage certain people, Matt D says GoldenEye video game audience will be outraged.
Oh, for sure. Because they can't turn this into a multiplayer and shoot them up. No way. Not with a chick.
Stunning black woman. Nope.
Nope. Gamergate 2.0. It all started with a Bond movie.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just like there's always some little snag where it's like, man, you're so close. You guys were so close to doing it right, regardless how many people it made mad. I don't know. It's like the whatever. We don't need to get into it. Us two white guys.
That's two white guys sounding off on it. Yeah. Notably not even Bond fans.
Brie Larson.
At least not big Bond fans.
Brie Larson certainly doesn't care what we have to say.
She doesn't care. But why would she? She's making bank.
She does not seem like a pleasant person at all. I realize that's counter to the point. But that's another thing. It's like Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, that whole thing. Like it, I see what they're trying to do, but then they cast somebody like Brie Larson who just seems so, and I get it. I'm sure she's had to deal with all kinds, especially online, had to deal with just all kinds of jerks. But talk about handling something the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. She doesn't have to be friendly.
No. She's Captain Marvel.
Yep.
She'll just go save some people out of space.
Let's see. Oh, it's 2:02. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah. We did it. We did it, folks.
Oh, sorry to leave you hanging for so long.
No, it's okay. I tried.
I'm sure you did wonderfully.
I was a little awkward because I was like, I basically have two articles I know about. But, you know.
I was trying not to leave you too long, but
they were right. The chat helped me out. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Matt.
The chat is awesome. Oh, that reminds me. We're going to try to get Matt D on another episode on an episode of GCU.
Oh, hey.
Looking like it'll probably be Hateful Eight, and we're looking at Seven Samurai or Magnificent Seven, which would probably be easier to tie into Hateful Eight. But if we're going to do that, we kind of should go to the source material. Plus, Seven Samurai is such a good movie. Plus, that means between those two movies, we're looking at like 7 to 8 hours of movie watching for two movies.
Oh, man, yeah.
They're both incredibly long. Seven Samurai is like, what is that? 3.5 hours?
Something like that. And
Hateful Eight, I've been debating on whether to watch the regular cut or the extended cut. The extended cut, I noticed Netflix has it broke up into 4 like episodes almost.
Uh-huh.
And they're each like an hour long almost. So
what's the next one? It's Django and
the next one is Django and Wild West.
I'm excited about that one. I was just like, what could you pair it with that would not be a 7-hour movie-a-thon? But Hateful Eight and Wild West doesn't play as well.
Probably be easier to tie together.
Oh, yeah.
Because even Wild West and Django are not really the right time frames. But
there's nothing really like Hateful Eight because it's kind of a, what would you call it? I don't know. It's not like a siege type of thing, but they're stuck.
Yeah, if it was a TV show, it'd be like a 4-hour long bottle episode where they're all in one location.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of movies like that.
It's essentially the ultimate, it's like Tarantino, where he always starts with characters sitting around a table talking. It's kind of like he just was like, you know what? I'm enjoying this. We're just going to do that.
You know what? It could be, it would be a really weird, it'd be weird. No, you couldn't do it. But I'm like, the only one that comes to mind as like a bottle episode is The Breakfast Club. They're stuck in detention all day. And they have to get along, they have to learn how to get along in that moment.
That's actually a really good point. That kind of, yeah.
Ooh. Except they already did it, Matt D.
Oh, I'll do it again. That's one of my favorite.
That's a good point.
One of my favorite movies. It's one of my favorite horror movies for sure.
You could do Gremlins too.
Gremlins 2 and Hateful Eight. Makes sense.
Doesn't it? They're trapped in the building. It's great. Oh, Die Hard. Yeah, you already did Die Hard too.
I already did Die Hard.
I got nothing.
That's all right. We should end this episode.
Yeah, we should. It's been a Monday. We got it. What are we doing for Wednesday though?
Oh, we didn't come up with movie homework, did we?
Nope. Are you guys going to Far From Home?
I don't know.
Probably not looking good, huh?
The schedule's been so in the air.
Right.
Hold on, let's see. Schedule's been so in the air, I haven't really wanted to commit to saying, yes, I'll be in the theaters
right
this day. Let's see. It's the 15th. Tomorrow's the 16th. Okay, what is this? Is this a series or is this... Hold on, I might know. What is... Oh, I'm hearing sound.
Is that me?
No, it was me.
Oh, okay.
It was a tab. I don't think the listener could hear it, but... Let's see. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is just, I don't think this is a series, so this will work. I'm going to vote for... I suggest... It doesn't come out till... Oh, this might not work, actually. No, it'll work. It comes out tomorrow. So it's kind of tight.
Uh-huh.
I'm just making sure it's not a series. It's a mockumentary. Frankenstein's Monster,
Okay.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, you threw that in the old news.
Yeah.
That we never covered.
David Harbour, Hopper from Stranger Things. And it looks weird and ridiculous. And it's a mockumentary. I don't really know what it's about, but it's called Frankenstein's Monster, Frankenstein. I don't know who's left in the chat, but if anybody, what do you guys think? Movie homework for Wednesday? What do you think, Jesse?
I'm down for it because I watched that trailer and it looks pretty bonkers.
Yeah,
I mean it's I'm hovering over it right now in Netflix and it's got showbiz, absurd, and campy. I'm sold. You sold me.
Right? Oh, it's only 28 minutes long. Okay,
there
we go.
Easy, you guys.
28 minutes long. We're doing it.
Easiest homework assignment we've ever had. You guys have no excuses except if you have lives that are really busy.
Ooh, Matt D says he's finishing Stranger Things tonight. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. This will be a harbor-a-thon for you.
So roll right into this one. So yeah, Wednesday, we will be back, same time, 1 p.m. Central, or I guess it's 2 Eastern, and we will be discussing, I guess at 28 minutes long, who knows how long we'll be discussing it, but Frankenstein's Monster, Frankenstein, which hits Netflix tomorrow, so it'll be up late tonight, most places. 28 minutes long. If you want to join us, give it a listen and come back Wednesday. Talk us up.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Otherwise, I've been Randy.
I've been Jesse.
And you can find more of us here on Castbox if you search the Grawlix podcast or Grawlix Cinematic Universe, or you can find us pretty much at any other pod directory, podcatcher, or go to grawlixpodcast.com. It's GRAWLIX podcast.com. Have a good rest of your Monday, everybody. And a Tuesday, for that matter. Have a Tuesday on us.
Have a Tuesday tomorrow on us. For free.
We won't even charge you for that Tuesday.
No, it's a free one.
It's a free run. Free Tuesdays for all. You're allowed. Man, I kind of wish that show was on now. I want to watch it.
Yeah. I'm flipping through here, and there's an awful lot of Nick Cage on Netflix right now. I wonder if they did that for Con Air Day, which was this weekend. Did you see any of that?
No, that's a thing.
Oh yeah, that's why. Like I sent you a screenshot of an Army of One, which has been like my joke Nick Cage movie that I've been like dying to see. Yeah, it was on sale because it was Con Air Day.
Oh my gosh. Your joke Nick Cage movie that you've been dying to see.
Yeah.
It does sound bonkers, and I've still never heard it referenced anywhere.
I just don't want to pay for it.
Right?
Like I'm dying to see this because it sounds like a train wreck of a perfect Nick Cage casting. I just don't want to pay for it.
I think next season of GCU, I'm just going to have to go crazy. It'll be nice to not be bound to a theme.
Right.
And just go crazy. And we will have to eventually, we'll have to do Army of One and Army of One, with one of the Army of Ones being your Nicolas Cage movie there.
And then was it Dolph Lundgren?
Oh, yeah.
But it was like renamed or something, but still got to go with Dolph Lundgren and the original Army of One title. That's what it was called. That's what it was called when I watched it, when it was like in movie or not movie, but video stores.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Video Express used to be on 23rd Street and
yeah,
in Fremont.
I remember.
Big part of the mall. Yeah, we have a mall. But it was like the biggest store in the mall for a long time, and that's where we rented it from. Army of One with Dolph Lundgren.
That mall feels like it's been slowly dying since long before malls actually started slowly dying.
Oh yeah. No, because I don't know how malls work, but I guess our mall is notoriously bad for like charging ridiculous rent for the space that you get, which like it's a weird mall anyways, because most of the mall is storefronts.
Yeah,
it's not a lot of like interior shops. Malls are getting a lot of love. Yeah, malls are getting a lot of love lately in media though, because like season 2 of Cobra Kai, they actually go to a mall, and I'm like, where is this mall that's actually doing well?
God, the last time I was at one of the malls in Omaha, they have a few malls that were good size. They're good size malls, and were pretty bustling back in the day. And the last time I went, it was depressing. I was like oh yeah, even like nobody's there.
Oakview is like one of the, it was the swanky mall as far as malls go, and it's not doing so well. I don't think any of them are doing well, but like Crossroads is like Dawn of the Dead. It's like it's a legit dead mall.
weird. I think they kind of hang on by whatever large store is attached.
Uh-huh.
I don't know though. That used to be JCPenney's, but JCPenney's are they dead? Are they gone?
Oh, they're gone now. Like they put
That's what I
like
thought.
pop-up shops in there now. In fact, when we had the big flood, they actually turned that into one of the shelters because there was nothing in there. So they're like, well, we got this great big space. I guess this is our flood shelter for now.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, and then it was like an outlet pop up for a while. I don't even know if there's anything in there now. And that's and you know that's it. That's Mall Talk. Mall Talk with Grawlix.
Mall Talk. Yeah, you didn't know. Bonus mini episode.
It's like small talk, but it's Mall Talk. The S is silent.
All right, I suppose we'll get off of here because I'm sure there's shows that started about 15 minutes ago are like, where are our 16 listeners?
Yeah.
New podcast, Mall Talk. Mall Talk. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for listening. Have a good day, and thank you, Jesse, for joining me.
Hey, you bet. Have a good one.
Take it easy, everybody.